guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I have an update on my fall project plan. This project plan is gonna end by December 23rd, I think, but I'm thinking to do the intro of my winter project plan by the beginning of next year. I will see if I change my mind, but I still have over a month to work on these products, and I know that I should have done the update on October 23rd, but I really didn't have the time to do it with the content that I was putting for the Natasha Denona looks week. If you haven't seen that, I did 5 days a week of Natasha Denona looks with different Natasha Denona palettes using the I Need a Nude and the Yaka palette in those 5 days. So without further ado, since I have so many products to talk about, if you want to see my update on my fall project plan, then just keep on watching. I have a few things here that I'm gonna show you, and I also have 3 empties for this update. So the first thing that I'm gonna roll out, because it broke, you guys, so I need to repress it, but I don't want to keep it on the project as is, and I wouldn't travel with it. It's the Dreamsicle highlighter from Becca. I've used this about 10 times, and I'm wearing a little bit of it today, but I don't want to keep it in the project since it's broken. I need to repress it and then place it back in my drawers. That's the only thing that I don't like about Becca highlighters. They're so flimsy and they are so delicate. I love the finish of them, but they are just delicate highlighters. So this one I will be rolling out, and maybe I will roll something else in on my project that I can actually finish. A product that I have thoughts about but that I've also made progress on is the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. And this one is really nice, you guys, but it's also a highlighty type of product. So this one, when I apply it all over my face, it tends to make me oily. So how I'm using it is I'm putting it in the sides of my face or after foundation a little bit as highlighter, which it says in the back of the product, but that will make it harder for me to finish it as quickly as other primers that I can use without thinking about it. So I will keep using it. I will keep it in the project to make progress, maybe to finish next year. Can't endure highlighter all over my face just for the sake of finishing. This is a good one. It's just that it's not something that I can wear for my oily skin and in this humidity, because it doesn't help my oils to stay put. These I've used 4 times, and I said that I wanted to use it 10 times before rolling in Persimmon. I don't know if I will be able to roll in Persimmon as I wanted it. And this is the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow blush in the shade Faded Clementine. This is beautiful, but I'm so into cool tones, and you probably have been seeing that on my every video, because I've been wearing cool tones almost on every single video. Today I'm wearing a mixture of warm and cool blushes, and a lot of blush today, and I'm mixing warm and cool eyeshadow on my eyes today as well. But I already finished a blush from my Panda Face Palette project, which you will see in my upcoming update, and that was a warm blush. And I want to make sure that I use blushes that are more on the cool tone side, which will go overall with the look that I'm going for right now. So I will keep working on it, and I know that I will use it 10 times before the project is over, but I will not be rolling this one out. Maybe if I can make myself use these for this entire week, I will reach my goal before I travel, and that way when I come back I can try and use Persimmon 10 times to just get more use out of it. This one I've used 5 times, and this one also I set a goal of using it 10 times. And this is beautiful, but again, it's warm, and I've been using the highlighter on my Panda Face Palette project, so maybe it wasn't as reasonable of me to include here 2 blushes and also 2 highlighters, since I need to finish those because I want to get rid of at least 1 face palette this year. So yeah, I will keep using it. I know it's pretty, but maybe I will rotate it for the other shade of it before I finish filming today. And that way I can just take the other one with me as my blush for my trip. This one, you guys, which is one that I want to finish this year, I've made progress on it, but my tan, the one that I had, it's completely gone. The other day I was setting my face with this, and my face looked way darker than I wanted it to look. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade Medium. This is too deep for me, so I end up setting my bronzer with it, because that is how dark it is on my skin right now. I can't use this as the main powder to set my face or even my under eyes because it's too deep for me. But I've made progress on it, and I know I will keep making progress on it, and I know that I'm able to finish it that way, even using it as a bronzer. So I'm not going to remove it from the project, and I will make sure to finish it before the year is over. It's just that it's going to take me longer because before, the progress that I was making on my past project pan and this one, it was because I was able to use it almost every single day to buff my face or just to set my face with a little bit of translucent powder and whatnot. Now it's just gonna take longer because it's too dark for me. I'm thinking that I should get the fair shade because I love this powder, but I'm still hesitant because I have other powders that I want to finish. Maybe at the next Sephora BIB sale, the one that it's in spring, after I finish a couple more powders, I can go and buy this one in the fair shade. Let's see if I'm patient enough. For this one, I've used this 2 times or maybe 3 times, but I think, you guys, this is dry. This is not when I swatch it on my hand, it doesn't feel dry, but when I'm putting it on my waterline, it doesn't go on my waterline. So maybe this is one of those liners that I can line with it, like do a wing liner with it or something like that, but it doesn't really work on my waterline. And I love eyeliner for my waterline, and it's a deep brown too, so it could work, but it just doesn't. So I have sharpened it once, and I know I can still make progress of it, and this will be a product that I will finish next year, not this one. I'm not finding it as a product that I would recommend or repurchase, and this is the Persona 24-hour waterproof pencil in the shade brown. On the other hand, this Pixie by Petra, the one that I had in the mini size that my friend Janet sent to me as a duo with orange one that I already decluttered. This one I've been loving, and I've sharpened it and sharpened it, and I use it almost every single day as my lower lash eyeliner, and I love it. This is in the shade Bronze Beam, if you're wondering, and this is drugstore, you guys, so the price must be amazing and the quality is really nice, and I love the shade of it as a pop of metallic neutral color on my waterline, and it's so full and so every day for the entire year type of liner that I would recommend, and I'm positive that I will finish this before the year is over. And also I'm taking this one with me on my trip. For the foundation that I chose for this project, I have the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and you can see the mark right here and where it's at. So I have been focusing more on using my Charlotte Tilbury foundation, which hopefully, you guys, you will see in an empties video soon, because you can see it right here. You guys, this is a foundation that I need to put on this project as a replacement for one of these empties that I have here, because now I need to mix this with this one. This is too dark for me, so my tan faded away, and then this one I can't use it on its own anymore, so I will still need to pull this one out. These I'm wearing today, and then before filming I was just fixing my makeup because this makes me look too oily, but I will talk about it later when I add it to the project. And then last but not least, before the empties that I have on this project, I have the Dior Fluid Stick in the shade Whisper Beige, and this is lovely. I've used it about 5 times, and I said that my goal for it was to use it as much as I could within the project, because this has been long discontinued and it's an old product in my collection. So I'm not comfortable putting it on my makeup artistry kit. I'm comfortable putting it on my lips because it doesn't smell bad whatsoever. But it's just one that it looks like a lipstick and it's thick as a gloss. So sometimes, and it's a little bit too warm for me, so sometimes I don't even want to wear it. I'm gonna wear a little bit today so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you can see that it's pretty, but it makes my lips warmer. So that's not a look that I go for every single day. I will keep it on the project. I will keep working on it because it's something that I want to do. I want to work through a lot of my lip products, but I don't know if I will be able to ever finish this lipstick for sure. And now, you guys, I'm super proud of me because I finished 2 products. 2 are minis, but one took me forever, and then the other one, it's not a mini, it's a full size, and it's another lip product. So I finished my Givenchy Le Rouge Perfecto in the shade Spirited, and you guys, it's flat and it has a dent in it because I was putting my nail in it to grab a little bit more. And of course, you guys know this is gonna go on my Franken lip balm that I use almost every single day. Right now, I don't know where that is, but every time I find it inside of one of my bags that I carry with me, and I always rub my finger in it, mix a couple shades, and then put it on my lips, and I'm good to go. So that's one of those products that I adore to use on an everyday basis, my Franken lip balm, because it's full of bits and pieces of favorite products that I finished and that I removed the amount that it has in the wand. So when I finished this one, which was about 15 days ago, I started to grab for my favorite, the Le Rouge Perfecto in the shade Perfect Pink. Now this Le Rouge Perfecto has been discontinued. Now it's called the Le Rose Perfecto, and they have different shades. And this one was the last one that I purchased. And you guys, this is my favorite. And it's, spoiler alert, one of the products that I repurchased, because this is my favorite everyday lip product. And this is my 5th one that I finished. So I'm never without it. This is one of those products that as soon as I finish it, I repurchase it, because it's a staple in my collection. When I don't know what else to use, I will use this one. So this one, again, it's flat, completely flat, but I will depot it on my Franken lip balm until I finish it, but it's considered an empty. So I replaced this one with this one and also finished it. Those are 2 empties, but it counts as one because this was the replacement for this one. And then this I finished today. This is a Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer in the shade number 7. You guys, this is so lovely. I used it as a primer, as a glowy primer underneath my foundation, but I've used it as a highlighter, which is, I think, the way that it's meant to be used. And this has a pink hue to it. It's just that I have too much orange on my cheeks today that it doesn't peek through. But it's so pretty on the skin, you guys. I love these. I think I would buy this if they would sell like a small size of it, because this sample, I thought it was gonna take me a week, and I was using it almost every single day, and it took me over a month to finish it. I finished it today using it consistently because I can't use like a huge amount of highlighter on my face every single day. So yeah, these I even prefer over the Ulla Henriksen primer, and it's just thinner and it's like a fluid, like water that you apply to your skin, but it leaves you with a glow, with a hint of color. I mean, I'm in love with this highlighter. I'm truly in love with it, and I'm almost never in love with cream or liquid highlighters. So yeah, this one is done and gone, and I need to replace it. And then these had about 3 uses of it left. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Pumpkin Enzyme Mask, and I've been using other masks in my bathroom. I actually have 2 minis that I finished that are on my empties right now after I finished this one. So these kept my momentum of those. But this is an empty as well. So I have 3 products that I need to replace. So I'll be grabbing those and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have here the products. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the NARS Frenzy Blush and Highlighter for this one. This is the shade Fervor of the same kind of product, and this is more fall related as well, but it also has more of a cool tone to it, so this will work better for what I'm using on an everyday basis right now. And also, since I need to replace the highlighter from Becca that I pulled out, I'm taking this one on my trip, and I'm taking all of the ones that I'm choosing right now on my trip. This is the Benefit WhatsApp highlighter. This is the mini, and it's a cream, and I can take this as my only highlighter for my trip, since I already have a highlighter waiting for me there because I purchased a highlighter. This may not be necessary, but it will be the perfect replacement for the Giorgio Armani and the Becca as the highlighter that I start to work on my project pan. So that's the replacement of the Becca one. So those are products that I'm using to replace. And then another replacement that I have here is the BAREMINERALS. This is the lip gloss balm in the shade Wonder, and I use this every single day, but I never mention it. You can see how much I've used so far. So this will be the one that will be replacing my Le Rouge Perfectos that I just finished. And then I'm adding the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. You guys can see how low I'm going with this one, and I'm hoping to finish this before my trip, and I'm hoping to, if not, finish it when I come back, because I don't want to take this one along with me. I hate how it looks throughout the day, and when I'm traveling, I do my makeup and I go out. After I do my makeup and I don't come back home until the end of the day, and I don't want to look like a mess. So yeah, I'm gonna keep using it and abusing it, but this will be gone by this year. I swear to myself that this will be gone. So, okay, so I have 12 products left here. I think this Charlotte Tilbury foundation will be done by the next update. The Pixie by Petra eyeliner will also be gone by the next update. I'm hoping that this one is half gone, because I'm gonna take that as basically my main lip product for my trip. And I'm thinking that I will be hitting pan on my NARS bronzer, and that this one will show progress. This one, what I will have to do, it's not to hit pan, it's just to use it 5 more times. But if I take it as my only blush, it will be a blush that will show progress, because I think I didn't purchase any blushes during the VIB sale, so I will not have any blush waiting for me there. So that's it for this video, you guys. You will see like 4 products leave the project on my next update, and at least 2 empties for my next update from this project pan. I hope you enjoy this project pan as much as I do, and I hope that you can enjoy that I rotate the products if I don't need to use them, or if they are not serving my purpose of using my collection or making me happy, because that's the only way that I know to project pan without getting bored. Every single project pan that I have on my channel will be on this playlist, because I always leave these project pans on a playlist that is called All of My Project Pans. And I have Partners in Cream Level Up Project Pan, Franken Palette Project Pan, which is a those eyeshadows from Natasha Denona. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Every single product that I love from this project pan will be linked below. My links are affiliates, so if you support them, you support my channel. I love you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.